Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I've been seeing all your comments on TikTok asking me for reviews analysis for this one. So today, it's finally happening. But before we get into that, don't forget to check this exclusive discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Now let's not delay any further and jump right into the details. Let's start by delving into the insights shared by our first reviewer.
This reviewer recently acquired a new electric bike and is so far thrilled with its power and speed, noting that the battery life appears to be quite substantial. As a first-time electric bike user, however, our reviewer found the motor control takes some getting used to. The power levels seem to dictate a top speed rather than providing gradual acceleration, causing the motor to engage abruptly. This lack of nuanced control makes maneuvering in city traffic or through sharp corners feel a bit finicky, as slowing down requires either hitting the brakes, which cuts the motor, or fumbling to change the power level. This client even noted a potentially dangerous situation where, after braking for a turn, a slight pedal movement can cause the bike to lurch forward with full power if the setting hasn't been lowered. On the physical side, one initial downside was the wide hinge mechanism of the folding frame, which our reviewer kept hitting with his knees. He easily solved this with some do-it-yourself padding, accepting it as a fair trade-off for the convenience of a foldable design. The bike itself is heavy and can be unwieldy to carry, but the on-road experience makes up for it. The ride quality is a definite highlight, with the full suspension and large fat tires creating an incredibly smooth and confidence-inspiring journey. It handles potholes and bumps with ease, making for a stable ride that allows for greater awareness of traffic instead of the road surface. Combined with powerful brakes, a very solid rear rack, and a surprisingly comfortable seat, the bike feels robust and well-suited for errands and commuting. Despite a steep learning curve with the throttle and a few design quirks, the overall impression is very positive.
Cool. Let's uncover what our next reviewer has to say.
This reviewer wanted to spend significant time with this electric bike before sharing their thoughts, aiming to give a truly thorough take. Over several months, their friend group has acquired 7 of these e-bikes, and our reviewer personally has ridden over 700 miles across roads, dirt trails, and more rugged off-road terrain. Their group is incredibly diverse, with riders of all ages, sizes, and fitness levels, so this feedback really covers a wide range of experiences and perspectives. The battery life is a standout feature, but it comes with a major caveat: your mileage truly depends on how you ride. The client notes that their group has easily completed 70-mile rides by staying in a low-power assist mode, but cranking it up to top speed will drain the battery much faster, likely giving you a range closer to 20 miles. On the road, it's a beast, easily reaching high speeds. Off-road, it handles rough terrain and steep hills like a champ, though its considerable weight and high center of gravity can be a challenge for smaller riders or on particularly tricky sections. When it comes to assembly, our reviewer found the process itself to be quick, with the most time-consuming part being the unboxing. However, the included instructions are not very helpful, so some mechanical intuition is needed. A key piece of advice is to tighten every single bolt, as this solved some minor clicking noises they encountered. On the one occasion they needed support for a minor issue, the customer service was excellent. This is a large, substantial machine, but even smaller riders in the group found it manageable on smoother ground. Features like the powerful headlight and surprisingly loud horn are very practical. While the stock pedals can get slippery when wet, that's an easy upgrade. The overwhelming takeaway is positive. The fact that nearly every friend who tries one ends up buying their own is the strongest endorsement, and the group's fleet of these.
Awesome. Let's hear what our next reviewer has to share about their experience.
This reviewer has been putting their new electric bike through its paces for a while now and shared some updated thoughts, noting that while the battery life isn't quite as extensive as advertised, and pedaling becomes a real workout when the charge drops to about half, they're still incredibly pleased with the purchase. For our reviewer, this electric bike has transformed their commute, cutting down a usual couple of hours of walking with fibromyalgia to a mere 15 minutes. A minor annoyance did surface with the fenders, which apparently rattle quite a bit, though this is acknowledged as more of a cosmetic or noise issue than a functional problem. Initially, this client had some serious reservations, particularly given their 380-pound weight, fearing they might overwhelm the frame. To their great relief, the bike handled it like a champ with no structural complaints. The full suspension was a significant comfort, especially when first settling into the saddle. Our reviewer was genuinely surprised by how effortlessly this electric bike moved their weight, stating the pedal assist made it feel like they weighed nothing and required minimal effort, which is fantastic for managing their fibromyalgia without worrying about getting stranded. The throttle function also received high praise, allowing for purely electric travel from a standstill at speeds comparable to a much lighter rider, instilling confidence for both exercise rides and daily commutes. The package came with a sturdy rear rack, which was a nice bonus, along with a bike lock and a handy phone holder, though the included mirrors didn't quite fit. On the downside, the seat, while seemingly plush, proved to be uncomfortable for this reviewer, leading to a need for extra padding, a common fix for different body types. There was also a moment of concern when a wheel popped out of its casing a few times before it was securely seated, a detail our reviewer hopes won't reoccur. Despite these small issues,
that's it for today's review. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. I'd love to hear your thoughts, so drop a comment below and let's chat. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.